what was it? Using the self-isolation, self-care, recommend meditations or podcasts. So I actually am not good at meditating, and it is something I have been trying to work on for a while. I believe meditation will really, really help me in different paths of my life. Um, so it is a practice I'm trying to get deeper in. And one thing that I found lately that's really been helping me has been mindfulness breathing. And I was able to follow them on Spotify. They might be on other platforms, but it's this group called Yoga Bunny, and they have this 10-day guided mindfulness breathing exercise. And the cool thing that I've been doing, I've done it for more than 10 days, but I've actually never gotten past day 4. So what happens is I start on day 1, I'll go to day 2, and if I happen to skip a day, I'm not like, oh, damn, I missed a day, shit, now I gotta start over. I'm like, oh, well, now I get to like just build this practice even stronger, and I'll start over on day 1. And so each time I skip a day or pause or just forget I'm even supposed to do it, I just start over from day 1. So it's been kind of cool. I feel like I'm getting a little stronger in it. I can't wait to try day 5 to 10 because I definitely haven't gotten up there yet. Um, yeah, another podcast is Healing Justice. It's definitely geared a lot towards people who do social justice organizing, but I think they have like great podcasts and great episodes that has amazing knowledge for anyone and everything. It's absolutely amazing, very humbling. Yeah, Healing Justice podcast I think is really cool. So if you're having a drink, put it up, cheers up. If you want to go live, who wants to go live with me? Go ahead and request. I'll send you in live. We'll have a little bit of fun. Trying to figure out what cool little. Oh. I don't know why this thing's. Every time I try to go live with someone, it just like sucks. Oh, is that snowflakes? Oh my gosh. Let me get that away. No one wants fucking snowflakes. Yes, Sinja and I are still together. How long have you been into spirituality and this awakening? Like my whole life? I don't know. I grew up, talk about that in a little bit. Let's talk about religion in a little bit. Like these little trippy things. Wow, if my face looked like this all the time. If you want to go live, go ahead and request it. I'll put you through. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to find something really cool while we talk. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is trippy as fuck. So let me pull out another question. Oh, I didn't mean to push that one, but oh, not a question. Love you. Thanks. And I think that's the Ireland flag. Aw, thank you so much. Wait, why can't I choose that one? Oh, there we go. Civic engagement during coronavirus. Coronavirus has affected everyone. There's no way someone is not affected by this. And it has challenged so many different ways how we have viewed society, how we operate as a society, how the world operates individually on their own and togetherness, things that have been civic engagement. Pay attention to what's going on. What you're seeing now is folks who are operating these stores, who are keeping stores running, who are at these hospitals, who are delivering your mail, so many different folks, the folks who are still working at the pharmacies, the grocery stores, the folks who are running, even the homeless shelters in your area, the nursing homes in your area, realize that when people talk about $15 an hour, when people talk about Medicare for all, these are the people that we want to include in all of this. No one is worth $7 an hour for their work and their labor. And especially now, so many people are putting their lives on the line. And actually what you're seeing is actually a spike in brown and black communities of the COVID-19 virus. And it's because so many of us work lower paying jobs. And so we're on these front lines. And yet at the same time, they are the essential workers. They are the essential workers who are literally making this world go round right now. And there are politicians that are telling them and telling you over and over that these people are not worth $15 an hour. These people are not worth having Medicare, healthcare. Like, they are. So I really, really hope that while you're sitting home, you take this time to really read up on rights for these folks. Everyone deserves a living wage. Everyone. If you are a working adult, you deserve a living wage. If you are 16 years old and paying taxes, you deserve to get to fucking vote. Taxation without representation is actually like not part of what America is supposed to stand for. So now is the time. Voting. If you haven't noticed, now is the time of primaries going on, the Democratic primaries throughout the country. Write to if you haven't had your primaries yet, please write, email, call your local legislators and tell them that you want to vote from home. You need mail-in ballots, that you should not have to be able to risk your life to go and vote in person, and we demand mail-in ballots now. For everyone, no excuse, mail-in ballots. Because voting is a constitutional right. Voting, we should not have to risk our lives to go vote in person. And that's that. So those are a couple things you can do for civic engagement. There's mutual aids going around. And if you're a person who's listening and who is very against the $15 an hour, who's like, oh, minimum wage jobs are meant to be for high schoolers and all these people, next time you go grocery shopping within the next week or two, if you think that, you need to tell that to the person in their face. When you check out, be like, oh, by the way, you're not worth $15 an hour. And like, how the fuck does that go? These essential people, so all of a sudden, all these unskilled jobs that are only meant for freaking high schoolers and teenagers, now all of a sudden they're the freaking essential jobs. Come on, people. Fuck, guys. Like, we just want better for everyone. And now the stupid shit I see going around are people are getting mad that there's a part of the new stimulus bill that was put in place about $600 extra on your unemployment, and some people are like, I can't believe that they're making more for not working than I am while I'm working. This is not how we're supposed to be engaged right now. If you're upset at the amount of money that you are getting from your government, and you're like, if anything, you should be like, I'm happy my neighbors are getting this extra money so that way they're stable. But let's be fucking mad at these airline companies, which, by the way, which was it? United Airlines? One of these airlines literally just got $58 billion and then laid off their employees. $58 billion of our tax money and then laid off their employees. Corporations do this all the time. They get bailed out by us, by our tax dollars, and don't use it. Trickle down is a fucking farce. Oh, okay, let me get off politics because it just pisses me off. And then, so everyone deserves $15 an hour. And if you're one of those assholes who believe that minimum wage workers, minimum wage, low wage jobs are for unskilled people, high schoolers, they don't deserve $15 an hour, next time you go get groceries, you need to tell that person you don't believe they deserve $15 an hour. And you think that they're an unskilled worker while you're sitting there waiting for them to fucking cash you out. Ugh. So annoying. Move on. Whew, sorry. Best way to detox yourself. So best way to detox yourself is what is best for you. There is no best way. Everyone's bodies are different. Everyone's mental space is different. Physical appearance, everything is different. So you need to, if you're interested in detoxing, you need to think of what you're trying to detox. Are you trying to detox spiritually, physically? What do you want to detox? And then check it out. This actually goes very good into our next topic, which is chakras. So if anyone is very well versed in chakras and wants to talk about chakras, go ahead and recall. And an email, actually, we got an email and they asked us for like personal information, and I'm like, hell no, this is like at a regular Gmail account. This is probably fake as hell. Like, no, 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 no. And ended up talking to more, being real, went back and forth a couple times, didn't hear from them for months, and then all of a sudden they're like, we want to film you guys, and happened to be right around the time St. John was going for his visa interview, and it just then all of a sudden just happened quick, and like next thing I know, St. John and I were like signing papers, and I'm like, babe, I feel like we should talk about this a little bit more. And he's like, how do we even talk about it? Like, I'm like, fuck, I don't even know. Like, there's no guide of like, which is, thinking about it, something I should probably write. There's like no guide. There's nobody who's really talked openly about what it means to be on a TV show, what it means to be on this TV show specifically, to give some advice or inside information to folks who may think about doing this. Because it was crazy. It was definitely a big toll on emotions. It was a lot. Definitely a lot. So drink vodka, very good. I'm not a big vodka drinker. Baby's not soon. Oh my God. Okay. One of the myths, not even a myth. Like, y'all just heard two things come out of my mouth and didn't even hear the rest of it. So on the very, first, second, third episode, Sinja and I are out to dinner and we talk about babies. I clearly say I want babies with like 3 years. 3 years. Not as soon as possible, not tomorrow, not within the 90 days. I said 3 years, 3 to 5 years. All of a sudden, everyone thinks I want babies ASAP. ASAP, ASAP. No, hell no. Hell to the no. I want to be more financially stable, which is why I've lived more of a minimalist life, and which is why I moved home to mom's when Sinjin was coming here. It's all part of a larger plan to save money. You fucking people who hate poor people and trying to shit on me for moving back home to my mom's, y'all can fucking struggle in your own heads. So plans for babies is not in the near future because I don't feel financially ready for kids. Nor also like mentally ready. Like, it's a big thing. It's something I've been, planning on for a long time now. And I just know I'm not ready yet, but I know I will be. And I know kids are definitely part of my future. So, let me pop up another question. When are you most at ease, when most comfortable? It's a very good question. Pondering. I definitely have felt more able to be myself fully, like with and in front of Sinjin. He's like the first person who I've really felt like I'm like, wow, I can really like authentically be myself, and he like 100% encourages it. Doesn't make me feel weird with anything. It's like amazing. So I definitely feel very comfortable in and around Sinjin. Yeah, someone said my close friends. I mean, I guess that's like a thing too, because you don't think of yourself. You don't think of how you're showing up or what are you gonna say. Like, I've had the same best friends for over 10 years now, like all of them. So we're past the point of best friends. We're all sisters. We're all family now. Um, like even more than that. Like I've known Monique since I was thir 13, I think, and I'm 30 now, so 15. There's no way we've been friends for 15 years, 15, 18 years. Damn. Holy shit. Yeah, fuck. Like, bitch, been in my life my whole life. Like, so yeah, I definitely feel at ease with my best friends too. It's not even like a question with that. I did go to college. I actually went to my college story is a little funny. Okay, so in high school, applying to all these big colleges, I was really stuck between doing nursing or business. And I ended up deciding on business because I was like, you know what? I definitely see myself doing nursing in the future, but it's so much easier to do nursing later in life, because nursing is one of those things. They have classes everywhere, community colleges, online, evenings, weekends, mornings, nights, every other day. They have so many programs to become a nurse. I was like, I can definitely do that. So let me do my business degree now. I applied to a lot of business schools, got into every single business school I wanted to, some of the top business schools in the country, except UConn's. And at that time, I just wasn't too ready to move home, like move away from home. So I would probably, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't do that again. I would have gone to Western New England, which is like one of the top business schools. Definitely would have done that. But anyways, lessons learned. Um, I wasn't ready to move home, so I stayed. I went to UConn for first year, and I was like, fuck it, let me just do nursing. So I did my prereqs, but my heart wasn't in it. I bombed the F out. 2.0 GPA, bombed out. And I'm like talking to one of my best friends, and I'm like, fuck, like, what am I gonna do? Like, really want to do business. Like, I like fucked it up, got into all these colleges, never even asked for a year deferral. Like, they're not gonna accept me now, and didn't even try. I probably should have tried. But anyways, so finally, my best friend Desi, she's like, do something with events. She's like, you plan all of our birthday parties, our baby showers, like our vacations. Like we wouldn't be doing a lot if it wasn't for you. Do something with events. So I did. I actually went to the library, Googled like event planning degrees, found Johnson and Wales. 3 months later, ended up in Florida, going to school for event management. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely loved it. Graduated from Johnson and Wales University with a bachelor's in event management. Worked in sales for a little bit, but that's a bit of a longer story. Whew. Lindsay Claire, you said you go to UConn. Do they still have spring weekend out there? They used to be the thing, like when I was in high school. Yeah, we used to go party in spring weekend up in UConn. Do they still have that? Lindsay, I hope you're still hearing me because I'm really curious on to see if UConn still has spring weekends. Um, Ferguson Fun, yes, Fergus Fun. I actually have had Reiki done. It was very much in a actually I did Reiki in like a community style session, so it wasn't a full one-on-one session with a Reiki practitioner. It was community styles, had different practitioners working on me for a short amount of time, and it was definitely a cool experience and something I definitely want to get into more. Is the music too loud? Part of Costa Rica I was in, also I want to say, like, again, if I haven't said it before, all the attention on me is like a lot, and I'm not here just for me. So if anyone wants to go live, just request. I'm down to accept people to go live and talk and chat and hang out. This isn't just about me, so go ahead and request it. And let's talk about it. What part of Costa Rica was I in? I was in Manzanillo. Wow, it almost escaped my mind. I was in Manzanillo, Costa Rica, which is actually, it's a very Afro-Caribbean little town. It was very, very cool. Like, they didn't even get roads until like 1980s. It was amazing. One of the women that like helped run the program had generations beyond generations in this area, and she's the one who would walk us around and do plant walks with us and teach us all the ways. I have really, really bad eczema, and she showed us how to make an eczema bath and how to scrub ourselves with these herbs that are literally just growing around us. It was absolutely amazing. So it's Manzanillo, which is very, very south of Costa Rica. It's actually very, very close to the Panama border. Actually went to Panama for a weekend with a couple of the girls, which mind-blowing. It was so much fun. Yeah, so I was in Manzanillo, Costa Rica.